Okay, it's Wednesday in Charlotte. We are outside in short sleeves and a t-shirt because it's wonderful. And what would be better to do than some sled pulls? So I'm here with my good friend, Coach Burnham. And what we are gonna do is just kind of go over some sled pull variations you can do to mix up your conditioning, get a little bit stronger, and all that other fun stuff. So here we go. The first one is just gonna be like a classic sled pull. Just hold it behind you, stay low, and walk 10 yards. All right, cool. Do the one where you go over your shoulders. So here's another variation where he'll just go up over his shoulders, get nice and low, really drop that chest a little bit, keep it flat back, and just drive. Right, for this, we're gonna try and walk. We're not really gonna wanna run through these. Like, this is some lower intensity, and we wanna make sure we kind of load that sled up a little bit. All right, this one's pretty terrible. One of my favorites. Go between the legs, stay really wide, and kind of duck walk. Right, you should feel this really in your glutes and hamstrings. This kind of blows up your posterior chain. All right, but then there also, you can do a lateral pull. So face me for that one. All right, so you just kind of hold on to it. We got a big crossover step and really push off that leg and drive through that glute, keeping our core tight and just walking that way, right? And you can go on the other side also, kind of get a rear view, right? Step over and really drive through that back leg. Okay, we can also do some upper body variations. So he can do a sort of just a walking one arm row, keeping his core tight, just walk and pull. Right, this is a really good way to kind of mix in some extra upper body work on an off day when you're just trying to get a little GPP work in, right? Let's see, what other one would you like to throw in? Right, you can also do upper body pull, where it's almost like a row to somewhat of like a modified external rotation, pulling up, right? Get some more work in that rotator cuff and upper back, right? This would be ideal to do with handles. We don't have handles, we just have like a normal sled harness, so it's a little bit harder, but it's still effective. Just make sure you keep your rib cage down, right? Then you can also do a nice back pedal walk, which is really good for your quads, right? Just stay nice and low, get a little bit lower. Yeah, really low, get in there, keep everything tight, right? He can change the width of his stance, he can go wide, he can go narrow, and just walk backwards, keep the upper back tight. Realistically, these are only a couple of the many different sled pull variations that you can do. In all honesty, your imagination is kind of the only thing holding you back on these. There's probably like hundreds and hundreds of these. These are just the ones that we wanted to show you today while we were out here getting a little work in. So go experiment with it, have some fun. It's a good way to mix up your conditioning and get strong at the same time. Later.